What's up, guys? I'm back with another YouTube video, and I know it's been overdue, but hey, better late than never, right? So today I want to talk about the tariffs, the economy, and how it's impacting the everyday person. If you haven't heard about the American economy and the tariffs and how people are being impacted, then you probably are living under a rock. I'm sure it's already impacting you in different ways, and no matter where you fall on the political spectrum, you are going to feel the effects of the tariffs happening in the US and also just the whole state of the economy. You've heard about the recession, you've heard about the tariffs, and I'm gonna talk to you about some things that I'm doing personally to prepare for the tariffs and, just the economic uncertainty and tumultuous economic state of the United States. In no way am I an expert in finances or a wealth management expert or a tax lawyer or anything like that, so please take my insight with a grain of salt. I am just telling you what I am personally doing. I still advise hiring people who are experts. I have people that are experts who advise me, from people at my bank to advisors and tax lawyers, trust lawyers. So we're gonna get into all of that. The first thing that I'm gonna talk about is I cannot stress how important it is to build business credit. It's one of the easiest things you can do. It's a way to offload some of the stress and credit heavy inquiries on your personal credit and shift up some of it over to your business. You would be surprised how many people run their businesses on their personal credit and their personal finances and don't think to start operating like a true business. So the first thing I'm gonna say is start building your business credit if you haven't already. If you have started building your business credit, please leverage it, especially because household items are expected to increase at over 150% in cost, which is insane. Can you imagine paying 150% more for everyday cleaning supplies, household items, toilet paper, toiletries? All of that stuff is going to increase at approximately 150%. Just to be a pet owner has risen from 4% to 10%. So you are already going to feel the impact of the tariffs and the impact of the recession here in the United States. So how do you build business credit? Well, it's actually easy. It's easier to build business credit, and you can actually build business credit faster than you can for personal credit. So how do you do this? You first register your LLC, make sure that you get an EIN number, and then you register your business on dunandbradstreet.com. That's DNB.com. Make sure you input all your information, including your EIN, and from there you can start tracking your business's credit. Now, in order to build your business credit, you can start opening a line of credit on quill.com, uline.com, granger.com. Those three websites, you can actually create business accounts, enter all your business information, and after you've done that, call them, Quill, Uline, and Granger, and let them know that you just created a business account and that you want to start functioning as a business and using your business account to purchase items. They'll let you know what to do from there. Usually it's a minimum purchase of $50 or more. And I think Uline, you don't have to spend anything at all. And then you can start building business credit. From there, you can order items that you use for your household and also items that you use to run your business. If you run your business from home, then everything you get for your home is considered a business expense. You can start ordering toilet paper. I've ordered snacks. I've ordered bottled water,
juice, toilet paper, stationery, pens, pencils.
Everything that I need to use in my home and use for my business, I have used off of Quill, Uline, and Granger. Any home repairs that you need to do. If you're hiring a maintenance person and you need to get materials for them, you can absolutely use Uline for that. So what does all this do? Well, number one, it builds your business credit, right? You get 30 days, it's just like a bill. Invoice in the mail, you get 30 days to pay that. As long as you are paying your bills on time at Uline, Granger, and Quill, then you are building business credit, positive business credit. So it builds business credit. The second thing that it does is it delays your payment. So it frees up some cash for the time being. You have 30 days, it's 30 net. It's treated just like a utility bill or a cell phone bill. You have 30 days to pay it from your pay date. Instead of purchasing the items right there, you have a specific date that you need to pay for those items by. As long as you do that on time, you are building positive business credit. It's also not hitting your personal credit. So if you're late, which you shouldn't be, but if you are not penalized on your personal credit, but you will be penalized on your business credit, which can set you back. Another thing that it does is all of those expenses that you're accumulating from your purchases, every time you pay those bills, you can write that off as a business expense in your taxes. That's a huge benefit. So yes, we will be paying some tariffs on some items that are coming from specific countries. We will be paying a little bit more because of the recession and inflation, but by having business credit and utilizing business credit, you'll be able to not only postpone some of that expense from time to time, but you'll also be able to write those expenses off on your taxes when you file your business taxes. With business credit, you can also build a strong enough credit history with your business credit where you can also get other lines of credit and access to more funds. Usually it's larger amounts, especially if your business credit is really good. You can also build your business credit much faster than you could build personal credit. You can build positive business credit in 30 days. That can be super helpful when it comes to getting household items and groceries during this time, and running it as a business and paying it like a bill so that you have 30 days to really plan and structure your finances. Some of the things that get people caught up is the fact that they have to buy right now. You know, when you go to the grocery store, you can't put it on credit. You can't put it on layaway anymore. That's not a thing. So you go to the grocery store and you have to have money that for the things that you buy, right? And that can put people in a bit of a bind depending on how spread thin they are. So business credit, get to it right away. So the second thing that I would say that I absolutely do and absolutely recommend is check your bank account every single day. I am not one of those people that believes in never looking or avoiding your finances. You will never get financial wellness by avoiding your finances. You need to look at your bank account every day. You need to look at what's going out. You need to question what those items are to ensure that there's not fraud or that there is just frivolous charges on your bank account for things that you don't need anymore, so that you can unsubscribe and really consolidate and reduce your expenses so that that little bit of money each time isn't coming out of your bank account. Please remember that every little bit, every little expense that you make adds up. So if you can avoid unnecessary expenses, why keep them going? So look at your bank account every day. Bite the bullet. Don't be afraid. It's responsible for you to check your bank account every single day. You cannot get financially well if you are avoiding it. It's just like if you had a cough or you were sick, you cannot get better if you just ignore it and hope that it goes away, or hope that it cures itself or figures itself out. That is not how it works. And financial wellness is the same thing. You have to be present and show up for your finances. You cannot not be present for your finances. So that's number 2. Number 3, I highly recommend, if you have assets or even if you have a business and you have money in an account or a high yield savings account, I highly recommend putting at least 60% of your assets or 60% of your liquid cash into a bank account that is also in a trust. You can absolutely open up a trust and make your business the beneficiary, which kind of helps you avoid some liability. You can literally open up a trust, set your LLC up, and make your LLC the beneficiary of that trust. You could be the trustee. You can also be the grantor. So you can not only develop the trust, but you can also be the trustee, the one who controls the trust. And you can also make the business the beneficiary. That's if you do a revocable trust. Now, what's a revocable trust? In short, a revocable trust versus an irrevocable trust just means more or less control. Irrevocable trusts are more restrictive. It's harder to make changes and adjustments to those trusts. Revocable trust, a revocable living trust, allows you to make changes and updates to that trust over time while you're alive as the trustee. That is something that you seriously want to consider. I highly recommend doing a revocable living trust and putting 60% of your assets there, whether it's a property that you have, whether it's, life insurance policies. Oh my gosh, you can put life insurance policies into your trust. It's actually a great idea. In fact, a whole life insurance policy is another way to earn money over time and treat it like a retirement plan or like a bank that you can grow money in and borrow from time to time. But you're borrowing from yourself with a whole life insurance policy. Put that into a trust as well. But a trust protects, it has tax benefits, And it also makes it really easy for your beneficiaries to receive those funds without a hassle. A lot of people, we hear about a lot of issues where people have wills and their families or their businesses or whoever is the beneficiary is waiting, years and sometimes never receiving the payouts or the assets that they're supposed to be granted because the will is not ironclad or there's people that want to contest it or challenge it. So by having a trust, it's more detailed, it's safer, and you can guarantee that it's gonna go the way that it needs to go based on that trust. So trust has lots of benefits. It's something that you should absolutely do during this time. It doesn't have to be expensive. There's a lot of online resources for building a trust. You can do something on Charles Schwab, and create a trust. You can also reach out to a local trust attorney who can guide you. There's also trust attorneys online. There's so many services. It's absolutely manageable, but that should be a goal of yours. And I would do it in that order. Start with the business credit, then definitely get on looking at your bank account every single day and getting active and present in your finances. Look at your credit score frequently. Look at ways to improve your credit, your personal credit. Obviously, you know about the business credit now. And then, when you can get to it, make sure you get a trust. Those things will absolutely help you during this weird time of economic uncertainty and distress. And those are simple things that you can absolutely do. So that's all I got for today, but I'm glad to be back on YouTube. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think, and share with me some of the things that you guys are out there doing, to weather the storm of the financial uncertainty. Again, it doesn't matter what political platform you're on or where you fall in the spectrum, it's coming. So, let me know what's going on, tell me what you think, and share your thoughts.